If you live in the US, you must be pretty aware that everywhere it's fucking cold because we have finally entered winter solstice. This weekend, particularly, we were advised that we were going to have some of the coldest weather imaginable. And for some of us, it might be record breaking cold. Well, yesterday, my shift wasn't even difficult. Sure, it was uncomfortable because it was super cold, but guess what? If you're giving at least a week's heads up, that allows you to prepare. That's what I did. I prepared, I dressed accordingly, it didn't bother me, and naturally, I happen to be someone who hangs out on the warm side of the spectrum when it comes to body temp, except for my hands and my feet. But as long as I'm moving, I'm okay. The only time I felt the cold was when I took my breaks and came back, and I'm like, oh snap, it's actually colder than it felt moments ago. Well, for some reason, what made the shift difficult for me was hearing person after person after person complaining about how it is cold, or trying to feel the cold for me, telling me, I'm so sorry that you have to be here. Oh, you're right next to the door. Oh God, it's gotta suck for you to be working today. Or I wish you didn't have to work, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, motherfucker, the reason I'm working is because you're here. People like you are here. But if you decided to stop coming in to shop on the weekend of Christmas, then ain't nothing gonna happen. I ain't gonna be here. But that's beside the point. I really want to ask if any of you out there regularly complain about things that you can anticipate and it's something that's part of a cycle. Like, say, look at the cold weather being cold, doing cold weather things. Why would you complain about that? For me, I cannot even tell you what it is that I complain about outside of the stuff that I have shared with you guys that I complain about. Like, say, the stuff people do when they drive, the dumb shit that I get told as someone who works customer service. Like, honestly, the reason I complain about it is because it's half the fun. But when it comes to like weather related events, I don't even find that fun to complain about because it's stupid and obvious. And like, I don't know, I don't find any relief or comfort from complaining about that. So my question today is, if complaining works for any of you, explain to me how it does, what it is. Because like the way I process emotions, I guess, is like out of this planet, and I'm trying to like join you all here on Earth. And that is one of those things that I just cannot relate with. You can ask anybody who worked with me yesterday if I complained, and they're all going to say no. And anyone who says that I did complain, it must be a case of mistaken identity, because I remember very vividly how annoyed I was about other people complaining. And if something that other people do annoys me, I'm not going to do the very thing that I find other people do that is annoying to me. So I just thought I would bring that here and ask you guys about it, educate me on that one, because like complaining as a means of coping, I don't benefit from that unless it's like something that's happening in my personal life that's really life-changing, life-altering, mood-altering, sure. But something like the cold weather, which you don't have any control over, but you can control how you face it and prepare for it, I just don't have room to complain about that. The unexpected in life, that is what I feel I tend to complain about. So, what do you guys think?